everyone. It's great to be here. Thank you, Misa. I should say a huge thanks to Misa, who is a huge driving force behind all of this. Look, it's great to be here. So, as Misa said, I'm Clare. I'm one of the deputy governors here. I've been to I think every year of the annual networking event for women in economics that we've run here at the bank. This is the third one that we've done. It's really great to see how the network has grown. I remember the first one when my colleague Dave opened it, and admirably admitted that there were no governors that were female at that time. Now we've got half of them, so that's at least something. But it's also great to see how the network has grown, how it's become more sort of impactful, more people and doing more things. So huge congratulations to everyone who's involved. That's in the RES themselves, obviously the WEN ambassadors, chairs of working steering groups, the steering group panel members, all the volunteers. I know it takes loads and loads of work to do all this, and it really makes a difference. So huge thank you for that. The bank is really proud to be part of this network and is really keen to support it. I mean, we do a lot on sort of gender issues here to promote and support women in the bank. There's two things in particular I wanted to flag. One is, so we have our own Women in the Bank network. It was actually one of the co-founders was my colleague Sarah Breeden, who's been a massive champion of this agenda for a long time. It's been going on a very long time. And that network has grown and grown. And we've now got a gender action plan that is all about basically how do you support women in the bank, how do you attract the best, how do you encourage them, how do you give them the development they need, how do you ensure they're getting opportunities to develop, to be promoted, to go on and to flourish in their careers, and also how do you make the bank a nice place to work for everyone, actually, because if it's a nice place to work for women, it's a nice place to work for everyone. So we've got a very action-orientated plan of things that we are doing to sort of address the barriers, to really kind of push women forward, to help them flourish basically here. The other thing that we're doing, which I'm immensely proud of, is something that's about the pipeline. So one of the things we often talk about in these events is about, actually, there's a real challenge for economics in attracting women in the first place. It's all very well that we can, make it a nice place to work once you get here, but too few women are working in economics, too few women are attracted to economics. It's really interesting. If you look at degrees, even, we're seeing increasing numbers of women studying maths, engineering, computer science, all that, not economics. Those numbers are not going up. It's actually really sticky, and economics is losing out, even to other sort of STEM and disciplines like that. So we're not seeing an increase in the number of women studying economics. One of the real barriers to that is A-levels, actually. So if you look at the proportion of women that study A-level economics, of girls that study it, it's about a third, and that is really sticky. And part of that is about where it is offered. So it's actually quite hard to study A-level economics in lots of places. It's very easy to study it if you're at a boys' school or if you're at a private school. Okay, that's great, for them. It's not so good for everyone else. So one of the real barriers is around getting teachers that can teach economics. So one of the things the bank is doing is piloting a scheme where we are supporting teachers of other disciplines to learn how to teach economics. So particularly, for example, maths teachers, geography teachers, if you like. We've got a scheme going with Manchester University where we're training people to teach economics A-level, so they can go back to their sixth form college, to their school, they can teach this as an A-level. That opens the opportunity to more people, because we know if you study it as an A-level, you're more likely to study it at university. You don't need to, but you're more likely to. And that will have an impact on the proportion of women that are studying economics and the proportion of people from different socio-economic backgrounds. So that's a really practical thing that the bank is doing, that the bank is supporting with up there with Manchester. And, we're piloting it now. It's going really well. We're really proud of that. But look, today, really, we've got an exceptional collection of people speaking. We've got great panelists. We've got great sessions. This is really a networking event. So it's about actually talking to each other, listening for different ideas. I mean, I talked a bit about what we're doing in the bank in terms of our action plan, but we should share those ideas, because actually lots of institutions now have programs that are looking to support women really actively. So we should share what are we doing, what are the things that are working, what's not working so well, how can we, do things that will make a real difference to this, to encourage women to, pursue careers in economics, to flourish in them, to stick with it, and to sort of succeed throughout their career, and to make this a much nicer place for all of us. So I would say focus on action today, focus on networking, have a nice morning, talk to people, and hopefully it'll be a really interesting day. So thank you. I think I was handing over to Imran. Sorry, Imran.
Thank you, Claire, and thank you for hosting us here today and for being there alongside UK WEN right from the beginning. So on behalf of the Royal Economic Society and particularly the Women's Committee, I'm very pleased to welcome you to this year's UK Women in Economics Network annual networking event. We're grateful to the Bank of England for welcoming UK WEN back once again. The fact that the bank continues to support and host this network really matters. It reflects a sustained commitment to strengthening the profession and widening participation within it. I would also like to thank all of our partners, sponsors, steering group members and volunteers who've supported UK WEN over the past year. The network's growth and momentum are the result of real collaboration across academia, policy institutions, central banks and the private sector. From the society's perspective, improving diversity, inclusion and integrity in economics it remains a central strategic objective. Economics is stronger as a discipline when those who shape research, inform policy, and contribute to public debate come from a wide range of backgrounds and experiences. UK WEN is one of our key initiatives in pursuit of that goal. It connects economists across sectors and across career stages. It provides visibility, peer support, and leadership dialogue. And importantly, it creates a space where practical ideas can be shared about how to expand, diversify, and develop the talent pool in our profession. We're fortunate to have very strong leadership guiding this work, with many thanks to Almudena Sevilla for her foundational work as previous UK WEN chair, and to Misa Tanaka, who now takes on that role. The energy and direction given by this leadership and the UK WEN Steering Committee means that this initiative continues to deliver impact. I'm very much looking forward to hearing Misa's update on the new directions that UK WEN will be taking and what lies ahead. Alongside the work of UK WEN, I also wanted to take the opportunity to mention how the Royal Economic Society continues to be committed to equity, diversity and inclusion in some of its other initiatives. So just to give you a sense of what those are, the Diversity and Inclusion Network works to connect individuals and groups working on making economics more diverse and a better environment for economists across sectors. Our Standards of Conduct Committee recently published, in collaboration with the RES D&I chairs, the Culture Survey Report, for which we will be developing a toolkit on how to improve the culture within economics departments. Our mentoring program, which is both an early career and mid-career mentoring scheme, supporting women in their career development through an absolutely excellent group of mentors that have been taking part in that initiative. And all of that is in addition to our Discovery Economics campaign, which crucially serves to increase representation at the earliest part of the pipeline, as Claire was mentioning, by inspiring young people to see economics as a subject that might be for them and a career in which they can thrive. We greatly value the Bank of England's commitment to this mission, reflected in initiatives such as their new teacher training programme that Claire mentioned. So you can see the breadth of work the RES undertakes, all in the pursuit of our strategic priorities of bringing economists together, advocating for economists, improving diversity, inclusion in the profession, and developing the next generation of economists. The bank is a key partner in those pursuits, and I'd again like to extend my thanks to those who work tirelessly behind the scenes to support all of those shared objectives. Before we move into the rich programme, I'm particularly delighted to say that our keynote speaker for today, Diane Coyle, will be joining the Society's presidential triumvirate from May, and I very much look forward to working with Diane in that capacity. Just to conclude, I'd just like to briefly draw attention to the RES Code of Conduct. The Society is committed to ensuring that our events are positive environments where everyone is treated with dignity and respect. Rigorous debate is fundamental to economics. Challenge and scrutiny improve our work. But those elements must always be conducted in a way that's respectful and inclusive. That's why we don't allow bullying, harassment, victimization, or patronizing behavior at any of our events. Creating a more open profession is not only about recruitment, promotion, and retention, it's also about culture. And culture is shaped by norms like this. So as chairs and organisers, we will be active in challenging behaviour if necessary. As participants, I encourage you to ask questions from a place of genuine curiosity and to engage with equal respect, regardless of somebody's gender, ethnicity, background, language, age or seniority. With that, I'm delighted to hand over to Misa for an update on UK WEN's progress and ambitions for the coming year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Claire and Imran. My name is Misa Tanaka. I'm head of research at the bank and also the chair of UK WEN. And I just wanted to give you a very quick update on our activities. A quick introduction to our leadership team. I'm the chair and responsible for setting the strategy for the network, but I'm also supported by 3 ambassadors, Tara Alice, Almudena Sevilla, who was the previous chair, and also Karen Ward, who is sitting over there. We work closely with Jo Swaffield, who is the RES Women's Committee Chair. And on behalf of our leadership team, I would like to thank all the steering group members and volunteers for UK WEN who have helped to run our activities by organizing events and also running our fundraising activities and communication channels. Our UK WEN is really about removing barriers for progression for women and retaining talent in the profession. And as Claire mentioned, women remains a minority in the profession, and now there is a body of research that suggests that women face multiple barriers in career progression in this discipline. So our mission is to support the career development of women that are UK-based economists, and we work closely with the other RES diversity initiatives that Imran just mentioned. And we work together with these initiatives to achieve the strategic priorities of the RES, which are to improve diversity, inclusion, and professional conduct in the profession, to bring economists together, and also to develop the next generation of talent in economics. So our initiatives are organized around these 4 main pillars, and they're each tailored to, so our events are organized around these big headlines, but also our events are targeted to specific segments of the career pipeline. So the networking event, like this one, is very much targeted at those who are in leadership positions that are able to make a real impact in their own organizations and also the wider profession. At last year's event at JP Morgan Asset Management, we were very pleased to welcome Chancellor Rachel Reeves, who turned up as a guest speaker and gave a rousing speech to the audience. Our support pillar is very much tailored to those who are in early career, to hear from more experienced economists. So last year, LSE hosted an event, which was a great event because, the junior young economists could really have a genuine conversations with more experienced economists about the barriers they face in progression and what concretely they have done to improve, to progress in their career. The Inspire series, the Inspirational Talk series, is targeted to university students. And this is an event to showcase role models in our profession, to inspire them to pursue a career in economics. And I'm very grateful to Swati Dhingra, who spoke at our last night's event at UCL. The action pillar is around showcasing mid-career women experts to make sure that their profile as experts are enhanced. And last year we had a fantastic event at Vanguard where experts from IFS, Bloomberg, and Vanguard actually spoke about the impact of aging on UK fiscal policy, macroeconomy, and investors. And we had a huge, we are beginning to have a massive impact in the profession. We have 2,500 followers on our social media, 1,800 subscribers to the mailing list. And this event has 360 registered online and to attend virtually, to attend in person. And I also wanted to thank all the speakers who participated in our events. There are many of you here today as well. Looking ahead into 2026, so we are holding another inspirational event at the University of Leeds in March. We are also looking forward to celebrating the International Women's Day at Santander next month. And we will be hosting the expert panel event on financial regulation and innovation at the FCA in June. And I think this event will be very interesting for many of you sitting here today. And looking ahead into next academic year, we will be hosting more inspirational events, and we are also hoping to host a career conversations event. And I'm very grateful to JP Morgan Asset Management for hosting 2027 networking event. Really, all these activities wouldn't have been possible without our event sponsors. So I'm very, very grateful to all these universities and other institutions who have helped to host our events. Without their generosity, our activities would just not have been possible. But also, our activities hinges on the support from the RES Secretariat, which is generously funded by our sponsors and UKWEN champions. And I'm very grateful to Elsevier as our sort of anchor sponsors and all our UKWEN champions listed here. Without their generosity, really, we won't be able to continue our activities. It would be great if you can continue supporting us, and thank you very much for all of you for being here to support us here today. It would be great if you can join our mailing list and also follow us on social media, but please also contact us if you are interested in hosting our events in the future or be a UKWEN champion. It would be hugely valuable for us for expanding our initiatives further. We also have a jobs board where you can advertise your jobs to women based in UK. And for further information, please take a look at our website. Thank you very much.